Okay, Evan. Northern State comes in and you give them a pretty good match, but overall, how do you felt your lineup performed against Northern?
We're just, overall, we didn't quite have the fight that we wanted to see out there. I think there was a lot of close matches, which we figured would happen, and we knew we were going to have to win those if we wanted to have a shot at beating Northern State. They got a really solid lineup this year, and I think they kind of out hustled us, and wasn't our best duel. So we got to figure out a way to turn that around and really be a lot more aggressive this weekend, and so that's where we're focused on right now.
Any injuries in the lineup right now, or how are things looking?
We're a little banged up here and there. May see Liam Hayden a little bit at 141, but overall, just doing pretty well there.
How the guys kind of responded to what happened against Northern?
Our guys are tough, and they've put so much into this sport, year round, that they're not gonna take a loss and just let it affect their whole season. They're gonna bounce back, and they're gonna respond to it. And we know we're in great shape. Yesterday at practice we had our starters in the middle pretty much the whole practice, and other guys just working in on them. And I mean, it was a really tough practice for those guys. They handled it really well. I know we're in great shape, and we gotta start using that to our advantage. And when we sit back and play defense, we're not using our conditioning to our advantage. So we got to be a lot more aggressive this weekend, and I want our guys to be out there taking that first shot. I want our guys to be aggressive at the end of periods. So we're really stressing those things this week.
How do the better wrestlers on the lineup not get frustrated with some of the conservative strategies they've been up against? I mean, I saw Dean's match. That guy's just hanging out on the mat the whole time. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that was a good match. I don't think that was Dean's best match, but that was a match where you can learn a lot from, because Dean sort of played into his opponent's strategy a little bit there and wasn't able to really break that match open because of that. So those are some things, you're going to see guys that are going to throw different. They're going to wrestle you different here, especially towards the end of the year. You're going to see that. So it's good to have that sort of an experience, at this time of the year, and learn from it so that we're ready for it later on. But that's what wrestling's all about. You study your opponent, you try and come up with a good game plan, for that individual, and Northern State did a good job of that.
What are the differences as the year progresses, like you mentioned?
Well, so we do a scouting report on every team, and before we wrestle them, and then afterwards we're going to go back and update that, and because we're going to see these same teams at the region tournament. So you got to look back when we start getting ready for the region is when we're going to look back and maybe look at changing some strategy, with some of our guys, where what worked well, what didn't work well, and then let's build a strategy based on that. So that's kind of what these dual meets are for, is for individuals, is getting them ready for that region tournament.
How about your opponents this weekend? How do you feel you match up with them?
Southwest beat Northern State, but I think we match up a little bit better against them. I think that's going to be a great dual meet. Augustana, I think, is sitting number 2 around in the region now, so they're going to be a strong team, and it's that's one of those duels where every win we can pick up against them is a big win for those individuals. But Southwest State, I think, is going to be a really fun dual meet. I think that could go either way.